Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And well, today I'm going to do something different. I'm going to start off in robot mode because the figure I'm reviewing is Robots in Disguise 2001 Megatron. Yes, I am not joking. Now, I did show a sneak peek of this figure during my previous review where I pretty much asked you to put your guess in the comments, but, well, no one commented because no one watches my videos. So, yeah, sure saw that coming, but I did show a sneak peek of this guy in my latest Transformers collection video where he was still in the box he was shipped in, and, well, I'm just finally going to get to this review, and let me tell you, straight off the bat, I'm a bit nervous for this one. The main reason being, well, I do have bits of his packaging, and look at this. This guy's got 6 modes. This guy's a 6 changer. So that's why I'm starting off in robot mode. And I also have this little strip here that was on the front of his box. And we can see that, aside from his robot mode, he also has like a dragster mode, a jet mode, a bat mode, a 2-headed dragon mode, similar to G1 Double Cross, and even a hand mode. So yeah, this guy, along with 6 shots, are the only 6 changes I can even think of. But this guy technically has more than 6 modes. This guy was recolored as a version of Galvatron, and well, he got 4 extra modes. I would show them, but, well, I don't know how to do them, and he only used those modes in his Galvatron form, so sorry folks, I'm only going to show the original 6 modes. I know, sucks, but this guy is pretty fiddly to transform at times. So, for once, let's have a look at his robot mode first, and as we can see, this is like Megatron as a vampire, because he's got these huge wings here. Now, I can either display them, well, these wings can be displayed either out like so, or if you want to, you can push them in, and that's what I do just for space on my shelf. But you can have it either way if you want to. Now looking at the robot detailing. First of all, having a look at this head, this is definitely a unique Megatron head because, well, no, sure he has the standard angry Megatron face, but his head design looks way different from both G1 and Beast Wars Megatron. This guy did come out after Beast Wars Megatron, so instead of the bucket head design, he's got these metallic purple head fins. He's got this gold thing on his forehead, and he's got a cool looking red crest sticking off. So he looks sort of like a chicken. But I'm pretty sure that is supposed to be a head crest, similar to Armada Skywarp. So yeah, this is a pretty intimidating face. Now right in the middle we can see a Predacon crystal, similar to like similar to the last year Beast Wars Predacon figures. Well, it isn't just exclusive to the Predacons. Let's just say the Spark Crystal thing was used on some of the last Beast Wars figures and the Beast Machines figures, so I don't know if this guy was like a carryover from a Beast Machines or, well, not Beast Machines, because this guy was a Takara figure, but like the last year Beast Wars figures, or if he was specifically designed for car robots / robots in disguise. I assume that this was just the Spark Crystal was added, so he's just like the other Predacons in R&D because they were recolored from Transmetal to Beast Wars figures, and they had the crystals. So this was probably added to be like, well, you know what I mean. Even though I can't really speak correctly, you still know what I mean. Oh, I forgot to fill out the shoulder pads. Sorry, but I'm pretty sure this is how it's supposed to be shown, with the shoulder pads up. Now here we can see an actual weapon. I think this is supposed to be like a staff thing. Pretty much, it's 2 missile launchers on top of each other, although I am missing 1 missile. And the way it attaches is, well, if I could just get this out of his hands. Sometimes this can be easier said than done. There we go. You can just get him standing. There we go. Pretty much, these 2 are missile launchers, although I only have 1 missile here, and it does fire. There we go. And pretty much they can just attach onto each other where the hands grip onto these little things. And you put like the missiles on, so it's like a staff weapon. And these do play into the other modes, so I'll show that later. I'll be a quick 360 because I'll show the articulation after we show all the modes. Here we do have this huge thing sticking off his back. Yeah, that looks a bit, well, let's just turn this figure back around. So yeah, the main gimmick of this guy is that he has 6 modes, including the robot modes. And to go through the modes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through them in the order of this strip thing here. So starting off, let's have a look at the car mode. And well, for me, the car mode is rather tricky to do, so I might have it mistransformed. But to start out, come in here, close the fins up, open the chest, and this is rather cool. Instead of flipping around the head, you push it in, like so, and then just close that back up. Take this entire thing that was on his back, try and turn it around like so, and it does pop off, so be careful with that. So just try and get that turned around so it goes into here. Come in here, open this, but that's just so you can unplug the arms. So just try and get them out the way, like so. With the wings, push them down and then push them back up. Sometimes this can be a bit hard to do because these wings can get in the way, and this bit does untab by itself sometimes. So just try and push that around, like so. I guess if you want to, you can... Oh, there we go. I just didn't do it correctly because you're supposed to actually orientate it up where it plugs in. This bit does unplug. Both the wings and this bit do unplug quite a lot, so if you get pissed off easily, just be wary of that. There we go. Then just push these bits in. for the legs, just close them up and turn them around. And then normally it's supposed to try and find a way to get these bits plugged in. You see how there's a hole here and there's a peg. You want to try and get it so it plugs in like so. Although, as I said, I'm fairly certain I do have this mistransformed, because as you can see, this bit is way up higher, so yeah, this is one of those fiddly figures, if you will. Now, what I do to try and make the wheels a bit more level is pretty much this. Sure, it doesn't really tab into the... Can't really get it to tab into the thing that well without running a bit high, but as I said, that's probably just me mistransforming the figure. So just try and do the same here while it tries to bully you. And I guess with the red claw bits, just do what you want with them. And well, here we have the car mode. This bit will actually plug in for me. There we go. So here we have the car mode, or well, my version of it, because this is one of the only modes that I don't really like transforming the figure into. Mainly because, well, as you can see, well, these wheels are pretty much down there. These wheels are up there, so it's a bit... Well... I don't know if this is actually the official way to transform or not, because I haven't really seen any good instructions for this guy online yet, but that's just my tiny brain. But I guess this is the car mode, or well, my interpretation of it. So next up, we're going to go into his jet mode. Well, the one thing I forgot to show, I'm not going to actually show it because it looks a bit weird, but these can actually plug into these little purple pegs if you want to. So it'll look like that. Seeing how I only have like one missile, but two of the launchers, it will look a bit asymmetrical and awkward, so I'm not going to show that. Well, for jet modes, get these bits back out, just fold them back out to how they were in the robot modes. Unplug the arms and just move them out the way. Come in here, take the entire wing section and just rotate that around so it plugs into this bit here. This could be easier said than done at times. And then again, all the transformations can be easier said than done at times. Turn these sections around and try and, well, rotate them up like so, and then turn the foot around. Once again, this is another hard bit because you can untap the wings. Oh, there we go. Just turn, and then just rotate that around. And then with these bits, I'm not really sure what you do. Because, well, as you can see, the illustration here doesn't really show them that well, so I think what you're supposed to do is rotate them around again. But rotate that. And have it like this. There's a little back landing gear. So if I just do the same here. So if I turn that around, have that down like so, have to do a little back landing gear. Try and straighten out the wings. There we go. One thing I've got to show is open this out and then just try and flip out the front landing gear from the actual torso bit. There we go. Then just spread out the wings. And there we go. Here we have his jet mode. Because, well, pretty much every Megatron has to have either a jet mode or a tank mode. And this Megatron, well, aside from choosing almost everything, went with a jet mode. So yeah, it does actually. If you have the arms orientated the way I have them orientated, then you can put it on the ground perfectly without it tilting. So yeah, for me, this is definitely the better of the two vehicular modes that this guy's got. Even if it does have two, well, dragon heads on top. Now for the next mode, we're going to go into Bat mode. And for this, we're pretty much going to transform him back into his robot modes. So, I'll do what I just said and transform him back into almost robot mode for this. So try and get the arms plugged back in, try and get the jet cockpit out the way, try and flip the wings around. So I'll pretty much start from here. Well, just flip the legs around first, there we go. So keep his feet closed. Come in here and actually rotate these around to conceal his robot fists. Easier said than done. There we go. Rotate them so they're facing frontwards. And flip around the red claw section. Take the legs again and just fold them around and out the way. And believe it or not, that's almost it. Well, just sometimes bits can be really fiddly, such as the legs here. But next, come in here and actually flip the head up again. Although this time, come in here and actually flip this section around if you can. And that is an actual bat mouth for the robot face. And then I guess just leave the shoulder pads down. Oh, and then take these golden sections and move them out like so. And well, here we have the bat modes. Yeah, to me, I'm not really a big fan of this bat mode. This just looks like a crumpled up robot to me. I mean, we've definitely had some much better bat modes in the past. Rat Bat, Mind Wipe, the first Optimus Primal figure. So this isn't really the best bat figure in my opinion. Because, as I said, this just looks like a crumpled robot. I mean, you can get it to stand, but remember, most bats are supposed to be flying around, so Yeah. As for our as for our little friend who saw an 8 to start COVID all those months ago, this isn't really the best one. But it does give us the reason on why his wings are pretty vampire looking. So yeah, this Megatron does count as a vampire. This guy is the Count Dracula of the Megatrons. But now for our next mode, we're gonna go into my favorite mode, the double-headed dragon. So to start this, I'm gonna flip the legs around again.
I don't know that one.
Apologies, folks. Apparently my Amazon Echo just somehow decided to start listening on me because the Amazon people are actually spies. But don't worry, I'll open that thing eventually. But as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by a stupid piece of plastic that should be illegal for spying on us. Pretty much unfold the legs back out, get the head back to where it was in the previous modes. Come in here and actually fold this bit out again. This bit is always hard to do because it keeps unplugging and the ball joint keeps popping off. There we go. So, turn the entire thing 180 degrees. Or, well, turn it upside down. Flip the wings around. Fold the arms down and turn them around. These are now the dragon legs. With this, well, with this section, actually untab it and turn it around to form a little dragon tail. Come in here and flip these bits around. I think you're also supposed to like turn out the ball joint here, but well, when I turn the arm, it turns the entire thing around, and it's too small to reach in there, and I might pop the ball joint. So sadly, I can't really do that. But next, turn the heads around again because that's how they were in the jet mode. And I forgot to turn them around earlier. But then turn the entire leg around. And with the knee joints, just orientate them how you like. Lift these bits up. And here we have Megatron in the Dragon mode. Well, I think you're also supposed to fold these little bits back as well. But this is Megatron in my favorite of the alternate modes. The two-headed dragon mode. Not... because there is a few reasons why I like this so much. One, I just think it looks awesome. I mean, this thing looks like it could fight Double Cross / Twinferno. I just love how intimidating it looks. And well, the entire robot turns upside down for this mode, which is amazing. So, out of all of Megatron's, well, modes, this is my second favorite. The robot mode being my most favorite, because, come on, I display most of my figures in their robot modes. Not all, but most. So yeah, for this mode's articulation, I mean, the arms can move around, they can rotate around. He can hug himself if he wants to. And well, the dragon heads are pretty much the legs, so I'll show that in the robot mode when we get there. Now, for his final mode, this one is the most confusing for me. That would be hand mode. I have no idea what Takara was smoking, but well, for the hand mode, come in here, rotate this thing around, but don't tap it in. Rotate this around. Fold the wings in. Rotate the wing section around. And then rotate these bits. And then, well, closing the dragon hands. Rotate these bits up. Turn around the dragon heads and hide them. And that's pretty much his hand mode. Oh, well, I forgot something. Untab it. We'll untab the arms for the hand mode. And yeah, this is the actual hand mode for this guy. And this was used officially in the Robots in Disguise series. I'm not joking. Yeah, I think it was like his Galvatron mode. He turned it into hand mode and attached onto a machine. But still, a huge flying hand. So next time you complain about Megatron having stupid alternate modes, oh well, watching Megatron went back to his original modes for like G1 or stuff like that, then you remember this. Megatron has always had stupid alternate modes. Like, sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. And this is definitely... This is just retarded in my opinion. I mean, I guess... If you want to, one thing that you can do is... If I can fold these all in... Then well... There you go. Flip people. You can flip people off of him, I suppose, although it's not that convincing. But yeah, this mode is just a steaming pile of pig shit, in my opinion. One thing I forgot to show off is this actually slides. Oh, well, it's supposed to, but it's not really doing it for me. So let's just get back to the robot mode, shall we? Yes, let's just get back to the robot mode. So flip the entire hand mode around. Get the legs back to how they were. Try and straighten these out. And be careful not to poke your hands on the dragon teeth. Turn this around, plug it back in. Flip it back to the, well, back. Fold the arms back up. Get the head back up. Try and get the arms, well, try and get the arms till they were in robot modes. Easier said than done. There we go. Just flip out the actual shoulder pad. And part of my dog, he's being a literal son of a bitch because he hates people visiting. But well, here we have Megatron back in his robot modes. And well, after those modes, I would say that, well, my favorite modes are the two-headed dragon, robot, and the jet. Because they're the ones that look the best, in my opinion. The car is a bit too hard to transform into. The bat mode is pretty stupid. And that hand mode is just freaking retarded. So yeah, even though this guy is supposed to be a six changer, I find he's more better as a triple changer. Although that's just my opinion. But well, for this guy's robot articulation, seeing how I didn't show that earlier, his head can rotate around. The arms can move on ratchets. Of course, he can T-pose. He does have some sideways elbow action, along with the actual elbows. The waist, nothing, of course. The legs, well, they're on heavy ratchets, but they can move up and down. Of course, he can do the splits. He's got some knees. And he's got some well, not leg, but foot articulation. So yeah, he is pretty poseable. If I can actually get him standing. So, this is a pretty cool figure, but I do have a few complaints. One, let's just get this one out of the way. Freedom modes look awesome. The other three look pretty dumb, in my opinion. Another complaint, some of the transformations can be quite fiddly to do, just because, well, things flop around and get in the way, and the instructions aren't really clear on what you should do. So yeah, some of the modes can be a bit fiddly. Another complaint is, this guy can be a bit top-heavy at times, just because of the ball joints in the feet. But if you have him standing correctly, he's fine. And well, I guess my last complaint is, the back section does untab pretty easily. Well, you know, the thing that formed the jet cockpit and the thumb of the hand mode, it can pop off the ball joint pretty easily, and that can be rather annoying. Oh, I forgot to fold these back down. But well, other than that, do I recommend this figure? I would say yeah, but if you're easily frustrated, then just be careful, because some of the transformations are rather fiddly to do. So if you're a person who can get easily frustrated, then just look. Well, you've been warned. But other than that, I do recommend this figure, as he does look awesome on a shelf, especially next to his nemesis, Optimus Prime. Although, if you think this guy doesn't have enough modes, then I'd say go for Galvatron. Okay, well, go for Galvatron if you want a different color scheme, because this guy can still do the modes that Galvatron can do, although I just don't know how to do them right now. Oh, sorry, I was trying to get the missile back into the thing. So yeah, if you don't like this guy's color scheme, then I say go for Galvatron. But either way, I do recommend this figure, as it does look pretty cool. Well, this has been my review on Robots in Disguise Megatron, and this is Charlie Young, signing off.